Let me tell you a secret. The Ronin Network is not only about games, there is more to it than it seems. In our past 2 videos, we talked about the team, we talked about the games. Today, we are going to walk you through the ecosystem of Ronin on a high level and what it's about and what we think about it and how do you get started with the Ronin ecosystem. Welcome to On-Chain Journal. So let's start off with what the Ronin ecosystem is. The Ronin Network is a specialized blockchain ecosystem designed to support the increasingly growing world of decentralized applications, particularly those related to gaming and digital collectibles. At its core, Ronin aims to provide a seamless, efficient, and user-friendly platform for transactions and interactions to its gamers. Now, not everything is as user-friendly in its current state, but we'll talk about that a bit later. Overall, Ronin is essentially a blockchain that utilizes the proof-of-stake consensus mechanism to secure its network. Here, you stake your own cryptocurrency to get a say in validating transactions and making new blocks. In this case, you stake the RON token, which you can buy on a centralized exchange or through the Ronin Wallet itself. With that said, we will explain later how you can participate and earn rewards yourself.
That's what I'm talking about!
So that's how the blockchain works under the hood. But in order to provide a good user experience, more is needed. From our experience, the way we interpret user experience is basically removing all the overhead and complexity of blockchain technology as much as possible. Ideally, you don't want to be bridging tokens from other wallets and blockchains that much, etc. Therefore, Sky Mavis, the creators of Ronin, want you to stay and interact within the chain as seamless as possible. And that is where their decentralized applications or dApps come into play. Firstly, to give you an overview, we can take a look at this map of the Ronin ecosystem, which visualizes everything that interacts with the Ronin blockchain. On the left side, you can see, of course, the games. Then here on the bottom, you can see the impressive list of entities that act as validators for Ronin, like Animoca Brands here, or even Google. You can see technology-related ones over here, but then you see dApps everywhere. The essentials like the wallet, the Katana DEX, where you can swap tokens, or even the bridge here. But also other apps like the various marketplaces or MetaLend, which is a lending platform, Impossible Finance, which powers the Ronin Launchpad. And we can also see the high importance on data here on the bottom with all its different data apps. So there's a lot going on here, but not everything is relevant for you. Therefore, we're going to take a deeper look into a few of these. And the best way to do this is probably showing you folks how to interact with them directly. And here we're going to focus on a few things that are most relevant for you. The wallet, of course, the different markets, the Katana DEX, staking, bridging, how to fund your wallet, and how to start playing. Here we are on the main screen of the Ronin Wallet. If you have already created a wallet, of course, and backed up your seed phrase, of course. And first of all, you can see the balance on top. This is a fresh created wallet. So basically, the balance is 0. Then you have the 4 different functions underneath: swapping, deposit, sending, scanning. And you see a list of tokens that are available on the Ronin network. And you can switch tabs and see the NFTs that you have acquired or bought. And here I've sent for testing purposes just a wild forest unit to this wallet. So that's why you can see something in here. And then you can see here on the bottom the sub-navigation. So we can switch to the dApps tab. And here you have all the different applications like marketplaces. You can stake, you can bridge funds to this wallet. You can play Pixels, access Pixels at least, but I don't really like Pixels on mobile. And yeah, you can swap money, etc. So check out those applications. Then here under activity, you see all the transactions that happened and occurred. And here on the right on notifications, you see a list of basically promo notifications, what's happening on the network, etc. So, but how do we get started with this wallet? Obviously, you will need some funds, right? And there are multiple ways how to get funds into your Ronin wallet. So if we press on deposit, we have this screen here. And first of all, you're brought to the exchanges screen. So most likely, if let's say you're very new to crypto, most likely you bought some of your Ronin tokens on a centralized exchange, maybe Binance or Coinbase, and that's why they're also like listed here. But even though like you might use a different centralized exchange like crypto.com, for instance, or I don't know, Kraken, then you can also transfer funds. But like here, you have the quick Binance Pay, Coinbase Pay options that you can use to bring your funds into your Ronin wallet. But if not, if you want to buy directly, you can do that as well. And that is what the on-ramp function is for. So if we go to on-ramp, you can then select the asset, say, okay, 10 RON, let's say 10 USD in RON. And you can see a little fee, on-ramp fee. And now you can buy with ramp. There was a little warning, of course. So sign up here to the on-ramp. I think you probably need to do a KYC as well. If you've done that, you can probably pay through Apple or Google Pay or through credit card, etc. And that's one way to like directly, and probably the easiest way to get money onto your wallets, right? But of course, like there are different fees attached to the on-ramp or Coinbase. So check what works for you best, obviously. So if you maybe already have funds somewhere, then you might want to send the RON tokens to this wallet, right? As I mentioned, like through maybe, I don't know, crypto.com, for instance, which is not listed on this screen. So for that, you will go to the QR code, you will copy this address. This is the address of your wallet. And inside of your centralized exchange, you have the option to withdraw these tokens into a separate wallet. So here, let's say you've bought on crypto.com your Ronin tokens, then you make sure to withdraw your tokens from there, put in this address that we've just copied, make sure to double, triple check it, of course, quadruple check it, because if you have something wrong in this address, there's a high chance that you might lose your funds. So like make sure this is correct. But that's what we call bridging, right? If you bridge from a centralized exchange or a different wallet into your Ronin wallet, this is what we call bridging. So these are the ways to get funds into your wallet. That's if we have money on our wallet, what do we want to do next, right? Okay, maybe we want to check out some marketplace as well, right? So let's buy our first NFT, for instance. Then you would go to the Mavis market. You would then log in. I've already logged in as well. So you will need to sign in with your wallet. And then you can here buy, for instance, different units, NFTs as well, that will land into your wallet. If we click here, then you can see the different infos about it. You can either buy it directly for 0.13 RON or 38 cents currently. So you press buy now, and then it will ask you to confirm that purchase, or you can make an offer. Important to note on making offers is that you actually need the wrapped RON token, not the RON token. And the reason for this is that the wrapped RON token has some different attributes that are important for the bidding process. How do you get the wrapped RON token? You can go here on the bottom and press wrapped RON and basically swap, trade your RON token to a wrapped RON token so that you can acquire the asset. So when you have bought an asset on the Mavis market, an NFT, it will also land in your NFT box, basically over here. Something else you certainly will be coming across is swapping your tokens. So for example, you're playing the game Pixels and you want to have more of the in-game token Pixel, but you only have RON tokens in your wallet. So you might want to swap your RON token. You have different possibilities of accessing the swap feature. You can tap the swap button on the top. You can tap the token that you want to swap directly, or you can go through the dApps and access the Katana DEX or the wallet swap feature over there. For example, we can click the RON token over here, press the swap button on the bottom, then select the token that you want to buy, enter the amount that you would like to sell or swap, press and confirm the swap, and after signing the transaction, you should be good to go. And last but not least, we want to know how to stake our tokens and secure the network. So for that, press the dApps button at the bottom, select the staking dApp. Here you have an overview of all the different validators. You just need to pick and choose one that you would like to select. Press stake, enter the amount that you would like to stake. Press the stake button, confirm the transaction, and you're good to go. Voila, you're ready to earn rewards. That was a brief overview of the Ronin ecosystem and how to get started, and I hope that helps a few of you to navigate Ronin and understand a few things better. If you'd like us to do a proper and deeper how-to guide, let us know in the comments down below. Wrapping things up, we wanted to share some of our thoughts on the current state of the ecosystem. We are impressed with Ronin's progress and focus overall. Apart from expanding the games, you can clearly see expansion in other areas as well. Firstly, technical evolution. I don't want to go too deep here and bore you with all the technical stuff, but in short, Ronin is constantly evolving its underlying technology to improve scalability, security, and decentralization while keeping a balance that benefits Ronin's users best. Like for example, the announcement of ZK.me the other week, an identity tooling partner. And in the end, this also contributes to the overall goal of, secondly, improving user experience. Overall, Sky Mavis wants to enable its users to do everything within their ecosystem. That's why we see new dApps pop up that we also see on other chains, like the introduction of Katana DEX, its own launchpad, a lending platform, and even its own wallet, for instance. We also see other new dApps purely focused on enhancing user experience, like the recent announcements of NFT Bank and Wow3, which help users manage and visualize their portfolios better, for example. Or their partnerships with Moku and Space3 to create and engage the community better. Now, not everything in regards to user experience always goes that well. Recently, there was a fuck up with the Ronin Wallet update that scared the shit out of some users. Like there were some login issues, there were some problems connecting wallets with third-party platforms, and issues with displaying funds, for instance. But luckily, things seem to be fine now again. On top of that, personally, I think there's still some confusing parts in the UX. For example, if I am new to Web3, why the hell are there multiple markets for NFTs? Why is there a RON and a wrapped RON token? Also, discovering and accessing different dApps, learning what they are, can still be a bit confusing in my opinion.
You've got to start with the customer experience and work backwards to the technology. You can't start with the technology and try to figure out where you're going to try to sell it.
Especially when you think of onboarding the first billion gamers from traditional gaming. How do you onboard those users and handhold them in the best way possible? From finding and downloading a game and a wallet to explaining the concepts of wallets, NFTs, tokens, etc. I think there's still room for further streamlining the UX here. But with that said, if you are a familiar and already onboarded Web3 gamer, it offers you a great experience where you can mostly stay in your tiny little Ronin bubble as well. And lastly, data. If you've been around Ronin for a bit, you might have already heard statements like, "We want to know where the users are." Therefore, it is no surprise that Ronin is bringing a lot of importance and visibility to data. Just look at all these data tools again. We have Nansen, we have Footprint Analytics, Token Terminal, etc., etc. Some of the best analytics platforms are involved and the list keeps on growing. It's incredibly useful if you want to understand how Ronin's numbers are looking, for example. Speaking of data and numbers, in our next episode we will walk you through some of those numbers to give you a deeper understanding of Ronin's performance and potential. So stay tuned for that one. All in all, Ronin keeps growing, expanding, and evolving its ecosystem. Not only are they carefully picking the games, but also their ecosystem. By wisely choosing partnerships, scaling their systems, and understanding their users, they aim to build a strong foundation before opening up the ecosystem to all projects. So let's see what the future brings, but we think it's really positive to see a project look long-term and plan sustainably rather than searching short-term growth and gains. That's it for today's episode and part 3 of our Ronin series. If you've missed our other videos, how about you start right here? Or otherwise, like at the end of the video, you will have a choice of 2 different videos. And if you like this video, please make sure to like this video and make sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss out on our upcoming videos. With that said, thanks again. See you next time.